Fight Masters, Bellator, Episode 3. You came here for violence. You came here for martial arts. You came here for a giggle. You're gonna get all of those things right now. Let's get into it.
Tonight, the elimination round comes to a close. Only 5 of these men will get to choose their camp and take one step towards their dream. A $100,000 prize, a place in the toughest tournament in sports, and the first ever title of Fight Master.
$100,000 sounds like a lot, but your body's gonna go through a tremendous amount of damage and taxes.
Ishmael Gonzalez versus Marcus Aurelio.
Rare name. Wasn't he like a Roman emperor or something like this? Dun, 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 dun.
I am a police officer in Los Angeles, and I'm a single father. I have 2 daughters.
Guess what? His name's Ishmael Gonzalez. He's a single father. Awesome job. Guess what? Ishmael Gonzalez is a police officer. Guess what? Ishmael Gonzalez, his nickname's the officer. If you didn't know what he did for a living, he's gonna let you know.
As a police officer, I see real danger. Working in law enforcement, you never know what's gonna happen. People can bite you, you can get shot, you can get stabbed. So nothing scares me inside that cage.
Real positive story. Usually when these fighters pop up for their promo, it's usually very negative, you know what I mean?
I was born in Recife, Brazil. There it was really difficult. You know, like sometimes you didn't have lights, no water. And then when we were 10, we moved to Canada, and, you know, it was a wholly different life change situation where, you know, you have running water. I learned to appreciate everything I had.
It's really dark stuff, but this has been pretty cool, good vibes. We're starting the show on a positive note.
There are no elbows in this round. Good luck, gentlemen.
It's unfortunate, we love elbows.
All right, red corner ready? Blue corner ready?
All right, we're going in. They touch gloves. We have Southpaw versus Southpaw in this matchup.
Time.
Oh, you can see he's coming in.
Oh, beautiful check hook.
I love
Don't rush. I think that was more of a slip than a punch.
Typical of the Capoeira master. He comes in with a lot of explosivity.
Yeah.
See? A lot of athleticism.
Capoeira kicks, putting a lot into him, too.
That's a nice kick.
You know what doesn't work for Capoeira? If you put them on their back.
He's a Taekwondo guy.
Yeah, Ishmael's backing up with that chin really high.
Interesting striking style.
Yeah. He's just trying to get in.
Kind of lunging into it.
Yeah, so notice that Ishmael just got hit with a left hand. It fell a little short, but notice that he didn't read the punch. It hit the chest, but there was no subtle reads that would have shown me that he's defensively responsible. His head stayed on the same line. That shows his opponent, if he follows up with 2 or 3 after that left hand, he's probably gonna land.
He's got a taller fighter. Those kicks will work.
Ooh, nice spinning back kick to the body by Ishmael.
Finish that head kick.
Ooh, another check hook. He has a pretty good check hook, but his chin is up in the air.
Counter right hook. Wow.
He's gonna get hit with overhand left.
Definitely. Very spinning back kick is very tight.
It's good. He's active with the legs, both of them, but this is like, you know, gotta use your hands.
Right down and get a hold of him.
Jab, jab. Jab, jab.
Nice, right to the liver. Marcus Aurelius goes down. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Spin kick, dropped it.
Not impressed with my performance.
George St. Pierre quote, but directed to himself.
Congratulations, Ishmael Gonzalez.
Thank you very much.
You have 4 of the best coaches in the world in front of you. You're going to be in one of their camps. What questions do you have for them?
If he's smart, he'd go with Randy Couture. Randy Couture.
I think I have a decision.
Joe Warren.
Time to make it.
I'm just choosing everyone independently until I'm right.
Joe can help you with my wrestling. I'm gonna go with you, Joe.
Hey, I'm super happy.
That's hilarious. Joe Warren has literally collected the worst fighters in this whole competition.
Moving on, it's Andy Urick versus Dom O'Grady.
Football was my main sport. My goal was to play Division I football, but I blew my knee out, and from that point on was when I started going down, drinking, smoking weed. I had to find that outlet to compete and get my frustrations out and do something and feel like an athlete again. MMA gave me that outlet, and it's changed my life.
MMA for a lot of people is that sort of thing where your life falls apart and then you can use MMA as a way of finding your way through life and making sense of things. But those guys rarely reach the very top of the sport. Just like in any sport, it's gonna take a person who's 100% dedicated, has always lived a pretty clean life. But it's cool to see that. You don't hear that with many other sports.
I'm that fat kid you used to bully. I wasn't good in organized sports. I can't run, I can't throw, I can't catch, but I can fight.
Wait a second. His nickname is I Hate You So Much. Damn, who do I go for in this? Damn, they're so evenly matched.
You ready to fight?
I'll go for the former, the guy on the right-hand side. Ulrich, I think his name is.
Oh, Dom's a puncher.
Nice exchanges by O'Grady.
Walked right into that one.
Beautiful takedown. How did he take him down with double overhooks? A double overhook trip? Jeez Louise, come on, man.
Nice trip.
That was his own fault
Nice
right
trip
there.
from double overs.
Now he just got passed.
Oh my God, see, that's the issue. That was the easiest pass I've ever seen. Yeah, this is bad.
That's bad.
It's over.
Saturday Night Ride.
Just beat on
Tee
him.
off on him.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. This fight's over. It's over, man.
Double-handed punch. I like that. Good job. Right in.
He makes it out of the first round.
Yeah, Dom
That was
really.
bleeding a little bit. And he's bleeding, but Dom's hurt.
Dun, 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 dun.
Round 2, guys. Let's play.
Ulrich has to come in. He has to feint hard. He has to get. Come on, dude. He's gonna run in for the hips. Set it up. He's gonna get stopped. Good double overhooks. Easy trip.
Dom was a warrior. He stayed in there. It was a tough fight.
Single leg. He falls for a Kimura when you have jiu-jitsu. Not a
just
good idea.
started taking O'Grady to the ground and dominated him.
Beautiful.
You could tell O'Grady wasn't nearly as comfortable as he was down there.
He's in a great position to do some serious damage there. Boy, he just got outworked on the ground. Yeah, he's doing a lot of damage with that ground and pound now.
Right.
Beautiful. He wins 2 rounds to none, in my opinion. I see him going to Frank Shamrock's team. That's my prediction.
Because of the cut over your eye, the Athletic Commission has given you a suspension, and I'm very sorry, but you're not going to be able to continue in the competition.
Awesome.
You're a great fighter, man. He's going to be back, dude.
It's hard for a fighter to have to deal with that, especially coming from the background that he had with drugs, etc. You know, hopefully he didn't relapse and he stayed on the course because the guy obviously has talent. He's tough as nails.
Tinas Young versus Brian Travers.
Dun, 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 dun.
At 9 years old, I got jumped into my first gang. That life I was leaving led me right to prison. Ironically, it's where I found MMA. And once MMA came in my life, I found I had discipline, and that just led into everything.
I was a little sumo Chinese chipmunk. But what being a fat kid does is it forces you to grow a personality. I was in the reading club. I was in the science club. I was king of the nerds. I was not athletic. I moved from the city to the country and then got thrown in a wrestling room. I actually had really bad asthma for my youth, so even when I...
What's happening? What? I'm being hit with so much outside stimulus from this guy that I don't know how to process the information.
I came here to prove to everybody that I am one of the best fighters in the world. I want everyone to know how good I am.
That shit crazy. I'm gonna go with Brian Travers. He's bad crazy. He probably has big man strength.
Let's fight.
Young can pop. Oh, wow.
Smooth boxing.
A little powerhouse.
Nice shot to the liver.
Body, hook the head.
Arteas was really aggressive in his fight and was just throwing bombs at Brian.
You gotta be confident if you're gonna go out there and wrestle.
Trying to take his head off. And to all of our surprise, Brian just took the shots.
Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna get a hold of that single. Oh no.
That same punch combo.
Just brushed his teeth with that.
Okay.
Good job.
Travers takes the first round without a doubt.
Chico's looking really tired.
Jeez, why is he that tired? The wrestler's gonna start to put it
Conditioning
on
is
him.
one of the few things in this sport that you have absolute control over. And so with Travers, it became a factor because he started slow, he's raw, not a terribly technical fighter, but he just keeps coming forward.
What do you mean all day? He's got punch coming forward. I mean, it wasn't the most impressive round either.
He's breathing heavy.
Yeah.
He has to put a pace on him going forward.
Wow.
Young won that. Purely on conditioning.
Brian Travers.
I don't understand how you can get that tired when you know you're preparing for something this important and you just boxed. That's what tires you out. It's mixing the boxing, the wrestling, and the jiu-jitsu. But if you're just using hands and moving on the outside, you can really conserve your energy.
I know you guys have a lot going on with other fighters and whatnot. Are you going to be here the whole time, Coach Jackson?
I will not be here the whole time, unfortunately. I do have to go in and out.
Ooh, that's a good question. Good question. He's going to go with Frank Shamrock.
Randy?
I have a couple of small trips, but majority of the time I will be here.
Frank?
Unlike these other yahoos, I'm actually retired. I have nothing better to do to make you a world champion.
Brian Travers is going to be tough to beat because a guy like that can walk through shots. A guy with that type of conditioning and cardio, he can walk through punches. It takes a lot to slow him down and make him tired. I liked him.
I'm a huge proponent of coaches over comrades. All you guys ready to come in and kick my make me a better fighter?
Well, that's a coaching style, and certainly that's each individual coach. That's actually not very much my style. I'm more subtle than they are. Certainly Frank would be a better choice, I think, coaching style for you because
I'm good at that.
He does that extremely well.
They're both crazy eccentrics.
The energy you brought into the cage, that is what makes
He belongs with Shamrock, 100%.
Which camp do you choose?
Jackson Mixed Martial Arts.
I'm so shocked
Great to
at
have
that.
you. I loved your tenacity, and we can really work with a bunch of that stuff.
He's not going to be there a lot. He says my coaching style isn't best for you. Very strange option.
Oh, that's crazy. I like it. I wanted him.
Were you surprised he went to Greg Jackson's team?
Yeah, I was pretty surprised since Greg tried to pass him off. I think he's playing the game real well.
On to the next welterweight matchup.
What a name, Brazolis.
I don't want to be the stereotypical wrestler and take somebody down and just lay there. I'd rather make it exciting. I'm a tough fighter, and I'm coming in to change my life.
In a competition like this, you got to focus on the win. Don't worry about entertaining people. There's no crowds there. It's about getting the W and furthering your career. So take him down and lay on him. Just get that win.
My dad put me in martial arts when I was
He definitely looks like a Bronzolis, in my opinion.
7 or 8 years old because I'm Greek.
Look at that face, bro. That's a Bronzolis face.
And it's part of our heritage to be a good fighter.
Wait, so let me get this straight. You're Greek, right? And your nickname's the Greek? Gotcha. Dun, 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 dun.
When I get in the cage, I think about all the adversity I've overcome. 7 years ago, I was at a car wash on the phone with my mom. Boom, the Ford Expedition hits me from behind, smashes me, I fly forward. I don't remember much. Next thing I know, I'm in an ambulance.
Whoa.
They told my mom I was mangled. 6 months, couldn't walk, neck brace, back problems. Doctor said I'd never walk right again, never play any sports. So I looked at him and laughed. After a while, I started getting in shape, and here I am now. And my dad's passed away now from cancer, and his last words was, "Go be champion, Mikey. Go be champion." That's what I gotta do.
He has a strong why. He's driven. In some of those more intense exchanges, he's going to be thinking about his father. That could be a strong bit of motivation. I'm going to have to go with Brazolis. But he has to let his hands go, man. He can't.
Nice. We got a kicker here, boys.
Here we go.
Yeah,
oh, my God.
That's why his back's so big.
Here we
There we
go.
go. Rip that.
Finish.
Whoa, nice
Good
balance.
defense. Oh, see, wide
Mike
legs. Gets go
Brazolis
wide leg.
used some wrestling more in a defensive posture to keep the fight standing.
Beautiful right hand.
Oh, that hurt him. Finish him!
Falling forward into his punches. You got to let it breathe, man.
Got cocky.
Just something to think about young fighters. You get a guy hurt against the cage, you land a big right hand, he falls down, he gets back up. Don't crowd your punches, Keep good distance. Feint, get a reaction. If he's not responding to shots, that means he's hurt. That's when you start firing on him. Good
Man,
knee.
what a back and forth round.
Got to be careful for Brazolis going back in a straight line. You'll watch him. Beautiful right hand. Hurts him again with a right hand. You know you're hurt when your man goes like this, turns sideways and starts having conversations with nobody. He has a good right hand. He has a really good right hand. Very good right hand.
He's just getting teed off, and I love this. Hey, guys! Oh, good fight!
He won that fight. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Mike was the one yelling.
So Bronzolis, welcome, congratulations. Now, this is ultimately your choice. So do you have any questions for the coaches in front of you?
I do. I need a coach that really will just totally believe in me.
Hey, I liked everything you did out there. I'm sorry to say that my camp is all filled up right now. I would love to work with you, but good luck, man, and I hope everything goes well for you.
Frank Shamrock, tell me what you thought of his performance. What do you think of him in that fight?
I thought it was good. It was clean. There was a few holes that needed to be filled, obviously.
Bronzolis was tough, but I don't want him on my team. He needs to get his game kind of complete. I'll probably try to redirect him somewhere else.
Personally, a guy like Randy might be able to help shore up your wrestling a little bit, get you up on the cage.
Look at Randy, look at Randy.
Randy's
like, don't throw this
round
in
you
my-
out a little bit better. Not that I don't want to hang out with you, but I honestly think you might be a better fit for Randy's team.
Appreciate your honesty.
Randy, what are your thoughts on that? This is a guy you want on your team.
Well, I thought he did a good job in the clinch. Obviously, that's an area where I've spent a lot of time. He didn't concede any takedowns. Even when his butt hit the mat, he was popping right back up and finding a way to get back to his feet. So Mike could certainly be somebody I could work with.
I actually think that's a good matchup.
I want to choose Couture's camp.
I think that best fits me. I think he can really help my game out.
Good choice.
I can be a more solid fighter.
Dun, 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 dun.
The final elimination round fight to determine who will choose their camp is Joe Riggs versus Frank Carrillo.
I've been watching Joe Riggs since I was probably 15 years old or so. Riggs is a savage, you know, a real pioneer of the second iteration of MMA. And let me tell you something, man, he hits like a truck. Not to mention, most people don't know this about Riggs, but Riggs was known for fighting at 155, 170, but he was as big as 300 pounds at one point. So this is a big, strong man.
I turned professional at 17. Now I'm 30 years old.
Look at his record.
You know, I've
Look
beaten
at
a
his
lot of
fight
tough
record.
guys. I've gotten a title shot in the UFC. I've gotten a title shot in Strikeforce. My weakness used to be my mind. There was things that would get in my mind. A couple days before the fight, it would manifest itself into something huge. I was addicted to painkillers for years. I didn't care if I won or lost. But over the last couple years, I've been seeing a sports psychologist who's really, really helped me with that. I want to show the world that I'm a different fighter, and I still got a lot left in me.
I've always liked Joe Riggs, as a fighter and as a human.
My name is Frank the Tank Carrillo. I am 29 years old. I'm from Union City, New Jersey.
Frank Carrillo's shoulder injury forces him out of the tournament.
Dun, 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 dun.
The guy that's fighting him was the guy that lost earlier. Riggs has a lot of experience fighting people of different styles.
Lunging in with shots is not a good idea.
A lot of fakes and feints from that range.
That's what I was just gonna say. He's faking him. He's flat-footed.
Nice body lock here. Nice body lock.
Body lock pretty quick.
Yeah, don't burn your arms out. Just knee and break. Hands up on the break. Look to get that inside position with the left arm. Nice knee to the head on the break.
Nice duck.
Beautiful. Knee to the head. He's down.
He's in big trouble.
Yeah, you don't want Riggs on top of you while you're hurt, because he's very heavy-handed.
Pretty interesting stand-up move.
Yeah.
Pull that leg out.
The push like heck and get up.
Two leg mule kick.
Body.
Doesn't seem to have a real game plan here, trying to vine the leg there.
Use the cage and come
Nice.
up.
Pinch it.
Looks good right here.
There you go.
Yeah, so this obviously isn't really Riggs' strength. Riggs can wrestle, by the way. It's just he's not really a cage wrestler in that traditional sense. So I would stand up, create
Just
space,
stand up.
Riggs. Just
That's
let your hands
smart.
go, man. Looking for the Kimura.
Armbar.
Yeah, he's looking for the
Armbar,
arm.
Kimura coming up.
Armbar set up.
He's got it. He's pushing.
Working awful hard.
Shoulder lock.
Unnecessary energy. From the turtle position now, we can work some ground and pound.
Bang the body.
Stay there.
Nice job. Nice job.
Just strategically, not
Alright,
he'll
nice
probably
shoulder
get the rear
position.
strangle because this guy is so bad on the ground. Look at his face. Oh, Ashigarami entry to the heel hook.
Heel hook.
Exposing the heel from traditional Arimi Ashigarami. He gets the bite and gets a heel hook, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Riggs gets a heel hook from Arimi Ashigarami. Beautiful. Did not see that coming.
I saw a different Joe Riggs walk in the Bellator cage. I knew when he stepped in there, he was going to annihilate that poor guy.
Beautiful Ashigarami.
Riggs is an old friend of mine. I've known him for years. Joe has the potential to win this whole thing, and I really, really want him on my team.
How many fights have you had?
That was my 60th fight.
60th?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
And you're how old?
I just turned 30.
Just turned 30, so
Yeah.
you're still a young man.
Yeah,
I didn't start this till I was 34.
That's crazy. Randy made his debut in UFC at 34 years old.
Yeah, and Frank, same thing, man. You know, I've known you for a long time, and you know, I've never got a chance to train with you. And what do you think?
Joe, you're amazing. You got everything necessary to become a champion, and I really feel like we complement and have the perfect team for a guy like yourself. I mean, you need to get your head right.
Yeah.
And not just for this game, but for the game of life, brother.
Yeah.
Because this is the beginning of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Greg Jackson's martial arts guy. I've wanted with him for a long time.
Frank's pissed off. Look at him, you motherfucker. Bellator's Fight Master, what a show. Stay tuned for episode 4, Strangle Gang. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.